Hi everybody, it's Tammy. I'm so glad you stopped by. You're on this video because you're probably over 50 and you saw the post and you saw the tag words and all that and you're like, I wonder what this woman has to say about being over 50. I have a lot to say about being over 50, but I'm just going to cut to the chase. Have you recently found yourself in a situation where your job has been outsourced to another country like India, right? And you don't even speak Indian? Or you have an aging parent that's landed in your lap out of nowhere, and you really didn't have that great of a relationship to begin with, but it's your parent, so you need to help and take care of them. Or how about all of a sudden you have this relationship status change and you find yourself by yourself? Your health is kind of changing shape as well as your body. All these things that you've heard people talk about, and all of a sudden now they're reality, and you're like, what the hell is going on? It's called 50. Believe me, I know exactly what's going on. I feel ya. I'm Tammy. I'm a success confidence coach. In 2009, I lost 2 fingers on my right hand, and tell me about it. It was a game changer, bar none. So I had a couple choices, and it was either lay down and just put this on the win-loss list and let it be and continue on, or completely reinvent myself because this was an opportunity. So it was scary, but I did it. I reinvented myself, and I have a great life. I have mended relationships that have been unhealthy, to say the least. I have redefined myself as a woman. I lost the glue that appeared out of nowhere during menopause. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Or maybe the beer gut that came out of nowhere, right? I have the energy of a 30-year-old. I actually got to participate with my bucket list. I went to Costa Rica and to Italy twice in 1 year. I mean, it's been amazing. And if this accident hadn't happened for me, if life hadn't thrown me a curveball, none of this would have ever happened. None of it. So I'm going to share with you some key points that I have learned that have helped me play a bigger game, that have given me the second win for the best part of my life. And I'm excited about it. I want to help other people do the same thing. The first thing I did is I decided that I was going to do something. I decided I was going to do something different. Because like Maya Angelou said, I looked down the road I was coming from, I looked down the road I was going, and I didn't like what I saw, so I decided I'm cutting me a new path. That's exactly what I did. Cut me a new path. But that being said, you've heard it a million times. Well, just decide that you're going to do something different. Just make a decision. Easier said than done, right? So I learned a tool. I learned several tools on how to make that happen. My dad said something to me once, and he goes, I'm like, why don't you stay home? You're sick, And he, the ultimate disciplined man of the 50s. And he said, well, I can go to work and be sick and make money, or I can stay home and be sick and make no money. I'm going to go to work and make money and still feel sick. And that stuck with me. So when I decided I was going to do something different, I decided, you know what? I can feel afraid, confused, not knowing what I'm doing, scared, all of the above, and still do something different. And then when I want to go back to being afraid, confused, and fearful, I can go back there, because sometimes staying there is more comfortable than doing something different, because at least this is familiar, right? Being afraid, confused, and scared. But I was 50, and I kept saying to myself, come on, you're 50 years old, for goodness sake. You've lived a little bit of life. You know what you're doing. And then the other side of my brain goes, well, not really. You did this, you did that, blah, blah, blah. Anywho, I decided. I decided I was going to do something. I decided I was going to do it. Even if I felt like crap, I was doing it anyway. And I could go back to feeling crummy if I wanted to. That was huge for me. Huge. Making that decision and having a tool to help me make the decision. Next, what I learned to do is I learned to play the inner game. I learned how to play that inner game really, really well. What is the inner game? The inner game is this. The inner game is that negative chatter. It goes beep, 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 beep. Well, you can, you can't, you can't. It talks you in and out of the cookie, starts the diet, stops the diet. The whole drill, right? At 50, you got lots of wins and losses. You have lots of experience. You know the drill. So anyway, I learned how to master that inner game. And what did that mean? Well, I learned how to talk to myself, because you're the most important person that talks to yourself all day long. So if you're not talking to yourself very nice, your day's not going to be very nice, right? It's just how it goes. I learned this little tool. I learned several little tools, but this one I'm going to share with you. This is a little nugget. And what it is, it's called the I feel. It's physiological. All of the stuff in the back of your brain, I mean, all your emotion was right here in the back of your brain, which is your limbic system. When you move it to the top of your brain, which is your cortex, it has no power over you anymore, because this is the reasoning center. This is the logical place. Okay, so how do you do that? All you have to do, so simple, is say, I feel. I feel confused. I feel afraid. I'm scared. I feel like a knucklehead. Whatever is going on for you. You don't even have to say it out loud. You can say it to yourself. Next thing you know, 30 seconds down the road, you're able to go in and ask your boss for the job that you know that you deserve, right? Because you're in control of your emotions, called the inner game. These are the things that Oprah, Tony Robbins, Steve Jobs, all the big game changers, this is what they learned how to do really, really well, is play that inner game. I have lots of other tools that I have learned along the way in reinventing myself after 50 that I can share with you, but that's just one of them. And that leads me into figuring out who I was. I've been a hairdresser for 33 years. I was a mom. I had 3 teenage kids. I was divorced. I got tired of defining myself with all those other things that I signed up for, because that's what we do. We sign up for these things in our life. And I thought, well, how am I, people ask me, well, or actually I ask myself, who am I? Like I'm asking you right now, who are you? Can you just rattle off who you are? Think about it. Well, what I did, and this is the nugget here, is I remembered what I wanted to be when I was a little girl. And then I started thinking about all the things that I had found myself, different arenas I had found myself in throughout my life, and how they may have resembled what I dreamed about being when I was a little girl. And there were some common denominators there, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I said, this is what I like to do. And then at 50, I knew exactly what I didn't want to do. You know what you don't want to do anymore, right? You're real clear on you don't want to do this, that, or the other anymore. Done that, done, over, finished, finito. Not going to happen. Is that clear? Anyway, I got real clear on that. Who am I? And then I always wanted to be a business owner, so I started building a business. And I used all these things plus many other things that I teach on building my business. And what has happened for me? Oh my God! What's happened? Well, I have been on television a couple of times. I started writing my book. I have published some articles, and I wasn't even a writer. I just dreamed about being a writer. I teach at our local law school. I am on a balance committee with a bunch of attorneys and teaching them how to play the inner game and calm their minds and about health and wellness. I have put a business up online on the internet, and believe me, all I knew how to do is check my email. Okay, I'm still learning, by the way. There's been so many things that have gone on, not to mention I've healed some relationships, and I'm going to tell you another nugget about how vital that is for you at this stage in your game in your life at 50. If you have relationships that are bringing you down and that are causing you pain and anguish, and you're not able to clean that up, or have not been able to clean that up, it's a really important part of the puzzle, okay? And so I had, I'll just tell you, my mother's and my relationship was the pits. And I knew I needed to make an effort to fix that. I knew I needed to make an effort. So what I did was decided that I was going to make an effort. I decided. When she started pushing my buttons, or I pushed her buttons and then she pushed mine, it's an exchange. We're the same. I used the techniques in my toolbox. I used the I feel thing. And then I also realized that she had a sign around her neck, just like I do, just like you do, that says, make me feel important. I'm going to cry. And that worked. And 4 years down the road, we're buddies. We do things together. We actually like each other. We can have an intelligent conversation together. I mean, it is fabulous. It has affected my life in such a profound way. And I want to teach other people how to do that. I'm so passionate about this reinventing myself and reinventing yourself after 50 and taking your wins and your losses and the things that are going on for you, whether it is that aging parent or your health or, a relationship that has changed, whatever that is. I want to help you use all those things to get your second win for the best part of your life, to play the bigger game, to live out your creativity so that, you can say, I did my best. I have no regrets. I'm excited. I'm not worried about outliving my money. I'm not worried about my health because I learned how to take care of myself mentally, physically, and spiritually. I teach several things, but what I would like to invite you to is to go to my website, Fearless Change After 50, and just register. And I'm going to send you some videos. And they were my first videos, so this is a work in progress. I'm just telling you, okay? That 4 different steps on how to master this inner game, because that's where it all starts. And then I would like to invite you to participate with me and email me, email me at Tammy@fearlesschange.com. And let's have a conversation and let me help you. Let me help you move through your stuff, because what we all need is we need a little help. We need somebody in our corner that makes us feel safe, that's our cheerleader, that believes in us, that can look at our stuff with a critical eye and help hold us accountable without making us feel worse. And that's what I do. And I do a really good job of it. And if I can't do it for you, I promise you, I will help you find somebody who can. Because you're an amazing person. You have many, many, many gifts. You have something to say. You deserve to have the best life you could possibly have. Whether you're a man, you're a woman, you deserve the best. And I want to help you find that for yourself. So as I said, please get a hold of me. Tammy@fearlesschangeafter50. My email or my website, fearlesschangeafter50.com. And let's have a conversation. I want you to have a great life. I want you to travel, write your book, be the movie star, whatever it is that you want to do. You're an amazing person. I will talk to you later. Have a great afternoon. By the way, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Go 49ers. Ciao.